Hi, I'm Alison Phillips, and I help with communications here at Better Way Farms. And today, Joseph Jessup, our general manager, and I are just going to have a little conversation and a chance to get to know him a little bit better. So, hi, Joseph. How are you?
Good, good. How about you?
Good, good. So, do you just want to start by introducing yourself and kind of telling everyone about your role here on the farm?
Certainly. Well, as Allison said, my name is Joseph Jessup. I am the general manager here at Better Way Farms, and I oversee the day-to-day operations at the farm and packing facility. And that includes the field work, sprays, inputs, irrigation, things like that, our packing facility where we pack both retail and wholesale packaged blueberries, and then our logistics side of deliveries and order taking, as well as the planning for pre-season and postseason. So a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. So you definitely have your hand in like A to Z. You do a lot of everything on the farm.
I do.
So that's good. So can you kind of tell us a little bit about what motivates you or inspires the work that you do?
Well, it's all about better food, really. I started on this organic journey a little over 3 years ago now, out of a desire to learn more about food quality. And what I've seen since then is how a product is grown, a fruit or a vegetable, has a huge impact on the nutrient quantity or quality of that fruit and vegetable. And that then determines how much nutrition we actually get from it. I've seen that there's different tiers, so to speak. You can grow almost any type of fruit and vegetable in any type of condition, but by optimizing a healthy plant in good growing conditions with adequate sunlight and water, you can get not only larger fruit, but better quality fruit that has longer shelf life, fruit that tastes sweeter or has more flavor, and fruit and vegetables that are better for us. At Better Way Farms, we grow organically because we've seen that those chemicals, those fertilizers and glyphosate things, those have negative impacts on our plants. And we believe a negative impact on fruit and vegetables grown that way. So we've opted for organic, and not just organic, but regenerative organic, where we look at what's the best possible environment for that plant. And we grow blueberries, so it's about irrigation, proper irrigation cycling. It's about balancing the macro and the micronutrients in the soil and in the plant for optimizing photosynthesis. And then it's about, excuse me, berry quality and how we can grow firm, flavorful berries that we can harvest well and then pack and ship well.
Well, that's great. It's an exciting farm to be a part of because we're on this really great journey, and that kind of leads to this next question. So, where do you see the farm in 5 years?
Well, there's enormous potential. Right now, I think that the public isn't as aware of the nutrient differences in how product is grown. And I think that as more and more people become aware of the quality of the food that they're putting in their bodies versus the quantity, there'll be huge demand for more nutritious product. And that's exactly what we're doing. So as an organic blueberry farm in the Midwest, there's enormous growth opportunity there. There's not enough people doing this,
Right.
Which is good for us, quite frankly. As the public is more and more aware of the quality of food, I think there's going to be enormous demand for fruit and vegetables that are grown in a regenerative organic method. And that's the exact area that we're in.
That's great. I know it's so important for people to understand like where their foods come from and how it's grown and why that matters. And I think that's such a big part of our message here at the farm too, is really helping people understand what's going on with what they're eating and doing. So we're 10 days away from harvesting, it sounds like. So things are getting really busy for you at the farm right now.
They are, because we do both harvesting, packing, and some of the delivery side. We have a lot of things that have to be lined up and set up before the season starts. So we have our main summer crew starting next week, and they'll start the first week before harvest. We'll do some cleanup and prep work here in the packing facility. We'll get all of our lugs and buckets and harvesting equipment washed, sanitized, ready to go. There'll be one last check through the fields to make sure that everything is in shape so that we can start harvesting. And then we anticipate around July 8th, ideally, crossed, that the first of our Duke variety, that's our first variety, will be blue enough that we can start harvesting.
That's so
We did have a little bit of winter damage in our Duke, so that first week or two will be light. But once we get into probably the second picking, we'll have lots and lots of fruit.
That's great. That's great.
Overall, the crop looks very good this year. We have an abundant amount of very green blueberries.
Well, that's great, which will soon be blue, so that's great.
They will. We're expecting, after the first week, we'll be at full capacity for the rest of the month of July and then all through the month of August.
Well, that's great. Well, you're busy, so I won't keep you any longer. So thanks again for having this little conversation and looking forward to a great season.